Yes, so the matter of the 333,000 metric tons that the previous government locked in at $2,600 per metric ton.
Yes.
It's a huge problem. So you see, like last week we had Randy Abe here. He came and explained that it's been an albatross on their neck. They will buy cocoa at over about 5,000, 6,000 per metric ton. Can you imagine? Who does that? It's as if we are washing our faces from the this bottom. Yeah, who you knew? Go up. What kind of washing of face is this? Are you really washing your face? And we are quiet. No, so why Edu must answer for that too as well. What kind of politics? Then you saw the projection he did, the expenditure income. Yes. You see how they issued a lot of contracts for cocoa roads, well beyond budget. And today, what he do is working free. If I had the powers, I'm sure by now I would have held him and then started investigating him seriously. Why would you go well beyond budget? Everything well beyond budget. And today, you see, Adam coming to shift the blame, saying that go and take, what do you call it, a loan. They are looking to put pressure, just like the way they shamefully had to go back to the IMF. That's what they are looking to do.
But here's where the question about the silence comes in. So that these references you make in the books that Randy Abe showed us last week were there prior to this moment. Did we have to wait for this moment to be told the rot or the situation that was inherited as has been described?
No, I don't think we had to wait for this moment. And matter of when they took over, this matter of the 48 million LC, the story came over about a year ago.
So what action had been taken until now?
That is where.
The action of investigating and then also the probe. That now the
so
finance
we've said it over and over that perhaps to make oral more effective, more efficient, we will need to recruit more investigators, more prosecutors. That one is very clear. You know, Dr. Ayino is doing an excellent job, but it's also clear that the cases are too many. Because this $48 million, they say, if you Google it, you see that in 2025, the story broke. And we're upset. We're extremely upset, etc. But no investigations began. I can imagine, because there's a long line of cases. Even in the oral report, we had about 2,500 complaints, right? Of course, not all of them had enough facts to support. But the point is that even what we submitted under oral, we've not finished investigating those. So when you're adding more, so it's clear that, Dr. Ayine, this morning, what we'll be begging for is that you need to ramp up your men. Yes, more recruitment, because when you increase the number of investigators, number of prosecutors, then we can get all these cases to court. Because the impunity is too much. The impunity is too much. When I listened to the MPP press conference, I was like, so you cause a problem, like what did they say to call you guys? That's a bed. It goes down the street. It goes to foil the water, and then comes to say, who foiled the water? You've caused a problem. Instead of it to come with a contrite heart to be conciliatory in trying to solve the problem, now you are grandstanding. So I was like, Adam and the rest, are they really serious? Are we kids? So you think we didn't see through that when we voted you out? You see, give us a bit of respect. Credit her to some modicum of intelligence. We saw through all that. We saw that MPP was badly mismanaging this country. That's why we sacked you. So you don't gain any points when you've caused a problem and we are trying to fix it, and then you come and do grandstanding. You come with a conciliatory approach. You see, your tone is everything. You come, okay, first of all, you admit your own role in the mess. When you want us to listen to you, you first admit the 333,000 metric tons were locked in at 2,500. It was a huge mistake. The moment Adam says such a thing, say, okay, hey, today you are being man enough. You are man enough to accept your mismanagement. They say, yes, but that notwithstanding, government is a continuum. We would help. This is how we think we should go about it. You don't admit your own mismanagement, then you start doing grandstanding.
Well, they talked about some IMF arrangement, which is one of the areas we'll get into.
I have been, like you said, because it's a policy issue. We've done quite a bit of work on it, and we are not very favorable when it comes to cocoa board and the effect of cocoa board. All right. The interesting thing you find is that before the colonial people set up cocoa board, we had a whole middle class of Ghanaians who became rich, wealthy on cocoa. All right. And the idea was that cocoa board was going to mobilize them so that their wealth could be kind of targeted for national development. One of those outputs was the University of Ghana. So you could see what could be done when you mobilize that whole area. But unfortunately, if you look at the trajectory, since cocoa board was formed, Kwame Nkrumah made it, a central piece of our economy. The farmers' lots have gone down, and the state has basically benefited. If you look hard, you realize that cocoa farmers are amongst the most taxed workers in this country. From a period before independence when cocoa farmers were rich, and after independence, cocoa farmers became poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. Today, I'm not sure if you can find anybody who can tell you that I am a rich cocoa farmer also. And recently, we did some work looking. He's rich, but not because of cocoa. We did some work, and it turns out that there are some very interesting cocoa farmers, educated, in fact, some chiefs and others who, in our view, without a cocoa board, they can organize themselves sufficiently, to mobilize the cocoa and market it. We need to rethink the cocoa board paradigm.
Yeah, but by law, you are not allowed to.
Well, that's the problem. When you make a law that stops somebody from achieving what is their highest potential, then that law is a problem. And I just said, we need to rethink the cocoa board paradigm. Today, as we speak, cocoa board is a problem to farmers. It's a problem to the country. What are we talking about?
Management is the problem.
Cocoa board is a problem everywhere.
Not the
So we need to rethink the cocoa board paradigm. It's been over 50 years, and clearly something is wrong.
Is it about the institution or the management of the institution? There are two different things.
You see, we like to think in those terms, but we like to think in terms of paradigm. Because if you say it's the institution, what has it done? If you look at the objects, what it is intended to do, they are all good things. But good ideas don't implement themselves. And when we talk about paradigm, what we mean is that, look, everywhere in the world, when you set up government behemoths, monopolies, and these kind of massive institutions with law behind them, they devolve, they degenerate. So what we need to do is, what are we trying to achieve? Mobilize cocoa farmers. Make sure they get the benefit of their own work. Make sure we also get the benefit of our own work. And clearly we are going down. Look, by our projections, in the next 5 years, because of galamsey and a number of things, Ghana is going to lose its position as a second. Ghana will drop to like 3 or 4. As we speak, China is producing cocoa. All right? As we speak, there are all kinds of cocoa plantations. The whole idea of how to produce cocoa has changed. Ghana is one of the few countries that is still using the same methods that we used 100 years ago, which has an effect on the quality of our cocoa. But clearly, as we speak right now, we are going down on every level. Quantity, we are going down. Quality, we are going down. And we are likely to lose our place. So look, we need to rethink the cocoa board paradigm. We need to rethink our cocoa industry. We sat here, Ivory Coast came in, they did it differently. And now they are producing far many more tons than we are producing. We claim that ours is a better quality. But I can tell you right now, that premium, we are losing it. Some of the things going on right now, it is because we are facing competition across the world from places that we didn't know could produce cocoa and produce it to compete with us. So we are doing something wrong when it comes to cocoa. And I think cocoa board is in the center of that mess.
Farmers have to understand that cocoa board is bankrupt. There's no money.
In the light of the
The stabilization fund that was supposed to be created was not created. When we had a mechanism to ensure that farmers earn money by selling cocoa forward, so that when cocoa is sold forward, we can guarantee the prices for a period. You know what we did? When the price is here, we guarantee the price here. And then somewhere in the middle, I don't know.
Something goes somewhere.
I don't know. All I know is that some of the forward prices that were set Shameful. Why do we do this to
It's
ourselves?
somebody's plan. If
And
Andy
somebody-
was leading them, they won't set that.
Hold on.
Gentlemen, I want to hear him. Yes.
So that mechanism, guess what? Go to Cote d'Ivoire. They made better use of the forward pricing. They made more aggressive use of the forward pricing in the last few years. What have we done to ourselves? So, unfortunately, right, nobody is going to be happy in this matter.
Especially the farmers.
Oh, the farmers, let me tell you the danger we face now. Because Cocoa Board is bankrupt, and let's face it, the economy itself, things are looking up, but there's still no cash. What does it mean? Farmers have to face the reality that that drop in price is going to hit them hard.
This.
Yes. And when you add that to the corruption around inputs, fertilizer, others, farmers are facing a tough time. Why? Input prices have remained the same.
Even higher.
Even gone higher. The cost of living has remained the same. Inflation may have come down, but cost of living hasn't gone down. Life is hard, but now it just doesn't get harder by the month as it used to. So what has happened to the farmer? The farmer is squeezed. When you add issues of galamsey, others, we are facing a situation where we could see a dramatic decline in the cocoa industry. Is that what we want as a nation? Some hard decisions have to be taken. And the sad thing is that, however unpleasant the current situation is, seems to be an attempt to deal with it. But it is unpleasant. And some of the unintended consequences could see dramatic declines in cocoa because already there were challenges.
Mine mamena was say lawyer Martin Kpebu wakasa sana lawyer Kofi Bentil one Mr. Joe Jackson omu nyina akere mo adwen e de afa cocoa nsensem ya ekoso yi ehu oso wa video no watie nkrofo miensen yi e de besem e na owo e kan e de fa cocoa nsensem ya ekoso ehu e government of the day e na wo say akuafo ebrem and I said the past government and I say akuafo no e wo say omu face reality no omu hu say cocoa no na buo abafom e wo say aban no okan ye de sank obeto no 6,000 Ghana cedis and above but see I wish current price na wo ho na bigidi say yi na yen kan okra enkyere ye ontimi enton sa abo no e ma no enye yi enu nti e na ma price no abafom nti ebese ye kuafo no say omu enya botre santumu eba ewo amanoni a aban no odi bi ebeka ho mama na wase na mesro say unya en subscribe ya be subscribe like video wi na share mo no so nya bi hwe me na wase yakopon enkan me ne wo ebe share bi sisi de makra bye bye.